Microsoft Flight Sim news never ends, or at least it won't do for the next few months, with all these aircraft coming to our virtual hangars. In today's video, I step away from the airliners and move closer to some private jets and general aviation aircraft. I know a lot of you actually really care about this, maybe more than the airliners. So in today's video, I've got a freeware private jet, and I've got two payware aircraft to talk about. Once again, timestamps are down below, splitting the video up into chapters, so you can skip to the bit of the video you want. But without further delay, let's get right into it. So first of all, I'm looking at a wonderful bit of freeware scenery, the Amsterdam Schiphol Airport enhancement. Now it is only for Premium Deluxe, but if you've got the Premium Deluxe version, this certainly makes a nice update, and thank you very much for the billboard, that's much appreciated. I put a link to this wonderful bit of scenery in the description. It's really well done, plenty of custom models to go around, it looks great, much better than the one I actually paid for. Although, of course, you still have to have the Premium Deluxe one. But that's not what you came for. You came for the Microsoft Flight Sim news. So let's kick it off with the freeware. So we'll start off with the Ouroboros Jets EMB 500, the Phenom by Embraer. This is, of course, a very small business jet made by Embraer, which is a Brazilian company. It's a relatively new aircraft, first flying in 2007. And Ouroboros Jets are working on the Phenom 100, as opposed to the slightly longer Phenom 300. They've shared some screenshots, or I shouldn't say screenshots, I should say renders, on their Discord, looking at the interior and external model, and my goodness, it looks very nice. You've got to remember this is a free product, and although it won't be coming for a very long time, I imagine, probably not this year, it's still something to get pretty excited for. Now, of course, Ouroboros Jets are most known for working on the Embraer E-Jets, but it's nice they're paying attention to a bit of corporate aviation as well. They plan to integrate the working title systems into the Phenom natively, meaning you won't have to install it extra. That will also mean you get a pretty high level of realism out of the box. Now, looking into the cockpit, it looks very nice, although we're not seeing too many systems yet. Without a doubt, if they keep up with this like they're keeping up with the E-Jets, it's something that will put a smile on many people's faces, including mine, quite frankly. Now, I do say they've progressed on this quicker than they thought they would or anticipated, so I guess that's pretty good news, and I'm not noticing any kind of cutting of corners. It looks very nice in general. You can join the Ouroboros Jets Discord in the description, I highly recommend you do. It's a great place to stay up to date with all things Embraer. Now we move over to some very sweet news, and I think this shows how powerful the flight simulator community can be. Now, I saw this on the Flight FX Discord. Discord is a fantastic place to get Microsoft news from. If you do have it, I recommend you join as many Microsoft Flight Sim Discords as possible. But let's get right into what we're talking about here. So I'm going to be talking about the HondaJet. Now, initially this was being developed on his own by a guy called Marwan Garib. I do apologise if I pronounced his name wrong there. Now, he did have people helping him, but by the looks of it, this was a project he was doing in his spare time for an aircraft he loved, the HondaJet, which is of course a very unique jet aircraft. Well, he's clearly been in discussion with the team at Flight FX, who are working on a Cirrus jet, and that will now be incorporated into the Flight FX family. Now, this is a very good thing, because it means there's more of a, I guess, corporate front to this project, which makes it more accessible to people in terms of buying it. Speaking of buying it, you'll be able to pick this aircraft up for $25 US. Incredibly cheap for an aircraft of its type, a jet aircraft that seems to be pretty realistic. It will be coming to both Xbox and PC, so hello Xbox pilots, congratulations. Now, they do share a very cute kind of promo shot of the SF-50 Vision Jet sitting right next to the HondaJet, or H-Jet as it's called here. It's certainly something that put a smile on my face. It just shows how powerful the community can be. And there's real life Honda pilots working on this team, and it seems very well developed, so we can expect to see it shortly, and a release date is coming soon. I've said it before, I'll say it again, when the community comes together, it really is the best thing. Now let's move over to the final aircraft. Now moving over from the HondaJet, we've got Carenado with their PC-12. Now we've also got Simworks Studios working on a Pilatus PC-12, but they haven't provided an update. Now Carenado released some screenshots on their Facebook of the PC-12 about 23 hours ago at the time of filming. It does look really good. Carenado don't always go for the kind of highest level of fidelity, but it's always pretty reasonable products, and once again this plane will be coming to Xbox as well as PC. Now the cockpit looks really well done, some great texturing going on, nothing that I can really see that looks incorrect as of yet. Of course I'm not a PC-12 pilot, but it's a really popular aircraft in Central Europe. I think it looks really beautiful, and the people in the comments think it looks beautiful as well, so I guess that's a good thing. And with the recently updated propeller physics, coming with Sim Update 8 or World Update 8, I can't remember now, it all kind of blends into one. I'm sure this aircraft will be a joy to fly. The Carenado PC-12 will be payware coming to PC and Xbox, no price confirmed yet, but it won't be long until we get one. So there was 3 aircraft coming to Microsoft Flight Sim. Of course a more corporate / private / general aviation feel to this video, not really speaking about any airliners. A brief side note going back to airliners is at the time making this video, although I'm putting this voiceover in after I filmed the initial bit, is that the Floody Mad Dog MD-80 has also been released, as well as the BAE 146. So the airliners I spoke about in my other news video that I made a few days ago saying they're coming very soon proved to be 100% correct, and they both came by the end of April, so that's put me in a very happy mood, because it's not always where I get a prediction 100% right, but there's a bit of a side note there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this slight deviation away from my normal content. It's always very good to diversify a bit, and these companies all seem to be doing very well. I'd have to say the stick out story here is Flight FX with their HondaJet, or not their HondaJet, but working with Marwan in a way that I think really shows how powerful the community can be. I cannot wait for it, and for $25 US, it is a bargain. Anyway, from me today, that is all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Last thing I'd want to say is a big thank you to my first class channel members. They get a shout out on the screen now, but from me today, that is all. I'll see you around. Goodbye.